Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. And here we are. We are live doing some wonderful. Wow, I just realized my camera's not on. Oh, there it is. Took a while to cut it. But we're doing some shiny hunting. So we are already at 6,000 encounters for agility. So we're going to continue going. We're gonna see if we can get that thing tonight. It has been a challenge because this boy is. Did you check your Discord input? I have not checked my Discord. Thank you for asking. Oh? Really? My account is suspended. Oh, well, I was just on it. Let me check here. Because I was just on my Twitter. Your account spending is not permitted to perform this action. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Weird. That's again. Hmm. Hopefully it should work now. Yep, it is now. Ah. Oh well, we'll figure it out in a minute. We'll figure it out in a little while. I don't know. That is interesting. I don't know what I did to provoke that one. Hold on for a second. I guess I'm a spammer. Whatever. We'll get it figured out. But I will say we are closing in. Well, closing in. We have 124 followers so far. Whoop, whoop. We need. I guess I can't tweet that out. Appreciate you letting me know, Pillmap. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. That is not great, but we'll just we'll finish the stream and then we'll figure out what's going on. I'm just if it's not one thing, it's another. So it's all good. Tis all good. I appreciate it though. Oh well, if it ain't one thing, it's another. So, but I do want to say thank you to some follows I got while I wasn't on stream. And for a lot of you guys, I'm sorry about yesterday. Yesterday was just not a good day. But we made it through and we're good. Disney Girl 1619, thank you for the follow. And the Salty Saint 93, thank you for the follow as well to get us to 124. Um, huh. If it's not one thing, it's another. That's all I'm going to say. If it's not one thing, it's another. I need to. Huh. What is going on, RJ? I hope that you are doing well. I'm trying to figure some things out. Just found out that my Twitter account has been blocked. I can't tweet or anything because they said that I was spamming or something. I don't know. Your account's suspended and is not permitted to perform this action. So my account's been suspended. Yay. Wonderful. Just been doing some VGC battling. All right. That's one thing I did not do. I did not sign up for the VGC tournament or information this week, and I'm a little bit upset with myself, but not much I can do about it now. It has already started. Nice, you already got the Great Ball tier. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I definitely would not be going that far right now. You're awesome, RJ. I'm using a rental team and it's really good. Nice. What rental team are you using, or does it have a name? That's pretty cool. I keep forgetting that you can do rental teams on there too. Did I not start that? Oh. So, but let's see where we can get to tonight. And hopefully I can get this Twitter thing figured out later. Regirock, Kanto, Zapdos, Grimmsnarl, Torkoal, Porygon 2, and Venusaur. Good gracious. It's a powerhouse, and it has basically every typing, almost every typing on it. That's actually pretty cool. Rock, Flying, and Electric, Dark, Fairy, Fire, Ground, Normal, Grass, Poison. Ain't bad at all. It's tempting. Alright, the team is called Choco Rock, and it can rely on Tripper. That is true. Probably the fastest Pokemon on there is probably Kanto Zapdos. Cantonian Zapdos. It's probably the fastest Mon, so yeah, I guess that would make sense. So that's actually pretty cool. Pretty exciting. Alright, LJ, we'll be here. We'll probably be here for an hour or so. Hour, 2 or 3 hours. My brain hurts so bad I might need to go get some ibuprofen. Today was alright. We have a Spinda in chat. Spinda in chat. I think I've already caught one of these, so I'm not gonna. Oh no, I have not. I thought I'd caught one. But we're going to. It's not for a fruit. Let's see if we can get this shiny tonight. I am a little tired. The good thing is I'm able to kind of relax the rest of the night, and then tomorrow might try to get up and get to the gym tomorrow. Try to get an early workout since we don't have workouts this week or the rest tomorrow, and we don't have workouts next week either. We are on, so we're going to be on break next week. We got a dead week next week. So I'll be able to do a little bit. Wednesday is the only day that I truly have something that needs to be done, and that is we're going to coach clinic on Wednesday. So hey, we got the Spinda. Let's get it. So we're heading there on Wednesday. We'll probably be there all day. We actually have 2 players that are going to be in the East-West All-Star game. So we will probably be there from whenever we leave, which will probably be, we'll probably try to get there around 8. And we probably won't leave till like 10 o'clock Wednesday night. So because I think the game starts at 8:30, so it's a late game. So it might be 10:30 before we get out of there. It's usually not like a extremely long game, but it can be pretty lengthy depending on what they're doing. So I'm actually pretty excited. One of the players, um, I had this past year, technically, he was a DB, and then the other one, he's a defensive lineman, and I coached him as well. So it's like it's uh, it's pretty awesome to have both of those guys um, playing in the East West All-Star game. So I'm very excited for what can come from that as well, because both of them have extreme talent. One of them's going to college to play. The other one hasn't gotten any offers, but there's a possibility that he could um, get some offers after the game. It's a big possibility. It's happened before. So um, basically told him he needs to show out so that people see him. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited to go there. We usually have a pretty awesome time at the coach clinic. Basically just hanging out, learning some stuff from some other coaches, because there's coaches that come and speak about formations, things like that, um, and then also us just being able to sit together and kind of talk about things that we gotta get prepared for the week, or for the upcoming camp, which our football camp will be next, not this upcoming week, but the week after. So during that time, I will not be streaming. That will be a Thursday, Friday, and then I should be able to stream Saturday night, because we'll be done. We'll be done Saturday morning. So just so you guys know, I'll let you guys know, whenever that week comes, what the schedule will be. We'll probably end up streaming basically that entire week, for probably stream 3 hours every day, just to kind of give you time to be able to see me and just be able to talk, man. But then I'll be off Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I might not stream that Wednesday though, just to kind of prepare myself, because I got to be up there early on Thursday, to make sure that we have everything's in order and ready to go. So we shall see. But I'm still kind of upset. Like, there was no notification sent to me about that. There's not. Oh no, that's gonna be. Social media. Like, there's nothing here that I would think it would send me something. It's a little frustrating. Okay, so this is what I need. Definitely says YouTube now. Twitter. They popped up Twitter. Whatever. It's not right now. It's going to frustrate me. Get over it for right now. Right. So let's keep it going. See what we can get into tonight. See how many encounters we can get tonight. Hopefully we can get a few in and maybe find the one, the shiny Vigility. That would be a major fun thing, right? Can we do that? Joy. Wow. Well, that's a no. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. None of that. Alright. My wife has made it to Virginia. Woohoo! Let's see. Try this. Just have to wait and see. I don't know what's gonna happen. As I was saying before, I don't know if everybody was in here whenever I said it, but my account has been suspended on Twitter, which is freaking wonderful. It's great. I don't know. I don't know why it hasn't said anything to me. Hasn't sent me a notification about why, or I don't even know if it will. That's a little kind of upsets me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Like, you don't think I'm a real person? I'm a real boy. I promise. Can't really do much about sending my appeal. We'll just have to wait and see what happens of it. I will be very depressed if I have to create a new account because of this. But I was saying this earlier, and I kind of goldfish moment. We are 26 followers away from reaching our goal of for our 12-hour stream. So if you have any friends, family, anybody that wants to come in, support, give us a follow, and get us to that goal of 150. That would be amazing. I have some other ideas. RJ is back. I have some other ideas for our 12-hour stream, not centered around shiny hunting. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So we'll just have to check and see. But I think that it would be awesome if we could actually get to 150 followers. I would be super pumped. Super pumped. Oh, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's been a rough week, and also I can say that it's been a rough week. Had some things that went down that were not good. Well, and it's mostly on me. It's not anything like terrible or life threatening, but I'm one who this new team I got from someone won me 3 straight games. Are you talking about the team that you rented? That's crazy, man. That's awesome. That's really awesome. My luck would not be that good. So, but yeah, that's awesome that you're doing so well. Now, it's not only just because of the team, but you're pretty good at what you do. So, you know. Can't discredit yourself. It's not just the team. The team is a part of it, but you know, you are the one that's controlling the team. So. Oh man. But this week's been a little rough for me. So we go back to workouts on Tuesday, and you know, I talked to y'all Tuesday because I did stream Tuesday night. You know, about kind of didn't have a camera. It's hard to coach without having a camera because the camera helps us to kind of, you know, see what goes on in practice that we didn't necessarily get to see. But you know, we weren't able to do anything on Tuesday because we didn't have it. Then Wednesday or Tuesday, after I had already left the school, our head coach texts me and says, "Oh, guess what we just got in?" I said, "Yes, the camera came in. Let's go." So I was so happy for Wednesday because I was like, okay, we'll be able to get some film, be able to work it all out. Just needed one that was good and not built by me. Oh, come on. Come on. You could build your own team. Um, I think the hardest part of building teams is, the EV training. I think that is probably the hardest part of getting the EVs and IVs the way that they need to be. Having the right nature, having the right ability, all that other stuff that goes along with it, which is not a bad thing. It's so much, and making sure you have the right moves because you want to make sure that you have enough coverage on your mons that you're able to withstand things, but also be able to uh, give damage that people don't expect. Um, so I think those are the tougher things to do. Um, but that's something that me as a person that enjoys Pokemon, I'm gonna have to work on and get better at because I do want to start doing some BGC. I'm gonna start playing Pokemon PCG, doing the battles for it. It's something that I guess I need to continue to work on, and it's kind of hard on PCG because the moves are random, and the only way you can reset moves is you can't. I don't know if you can. You have to get a disc to reset moves and IVs and all this other stuff, which is not a problem. It's just that's one thing that can make it a little difficult. So. I don't understand why they didn't send me a notification or something. It's not like my email's not attached to my. It is attached, but it's attached to a different one. I'm gonna have to go look at that email. I'm not attached to that one. Oh, I'll get that. Okay, I think we're on the right track. I had to check my email because I forgot that I actually forgot that I had it linked to a different email than the one I normally use. So probably need to switch that. I don't look at the email very often. But I don't know. I'm just so oh I was telling you about Wednesday. So Wednesday I get to the school. There's a lot of different stuff that I have to put together because they sent us the same head but did some a head to the end zone camera. which is what we use, to film. They did some alterations and fix things that were broken, and also change things that were hindering and not helping the entire situation of filming. So it's fine. But then on top of that, there were new chargers, there were new antennas, there's new stuff that I had to figure out where it needed to go and how it needed to go. I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be troublesome. It's troublesome because I was like, okay, I got to figure this out. Not that I had to do it on my own, but it was like, I don't want other people to go messing and then something get moved or put in the wrong spot or something like that. So I normally do stuff on my own, which is just fine. I would appreciate the help, and I would tell people that if they came over to help. But I would say you don't have to, but I definitely would appreciate it. So I got things figured out, and I was like, oh crap, yes, it works. So it worked. I set everything up with cords and everything, the HDMI cord into the camera and everything, the power stuff, and everything worked in the locker room. I was able to open up my iPad and actually connect to the Wi-Fi of the end zone camera. I was able to move it. I was able to record everything. I was like, okay, it's great. It works. Wonderful. So we, go through our normal morning stuff. We got the kids doing. We got the players doing their warm-up stuff and doing a workout, film, and our agility work. So we got all that done, and so then we were heading outside. So I get the camera, head outside, putting everything up. I'm like, yes, we're gonna get some film. I'm gonna do this, and I get there, and I'm like, okay, so everything's connected, everything's hooked up properly the way it's supposed to be, and I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, using it, all the stuff that they gave us and everything, and I was like, why is it not showing up on my iPad? Because it was not showing up on my iPad. No video from the camera. The camera was on. Everything was plugged in. The HDMI cable was plugged in. The antennas were plugged in. Everything was good. It's supposed to be good, but there was nothing on the camera. It's like, oh gosh, what's going on? So I end up looking. Okay, I think it's the HDMI cable, but I don't know. So let's switch it and see. So they sent us an HDMI cable that would connect to the HDMI ports and the micro HDMI port in the actual camera. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna hook this up, see what it does. So I look after I plugged everything up and it said ready. I was like, yes. But then it did this weird thing. It's like there's a prong in one of the pieces of the HDMI that's missing. Because what it did all these color blocks, but it had like broken up the video into like the wrong places. I was just like, this makes no sense. Why is this one doing this? So I tried the other one that we had, and I said, this needs to work. Well, come to find out, it didn't work. I was like, gosh. So basically Wednesday, I was like very frustrated, like super frustrated, because the technology that I was supposed to be hooking up and helping us film practice didn't work. So I was upset. I was very upset on Wednesday. During practice, after practice, like people were asking me, "Hey, where's the film?" And I don't get upset very easily. I really don't. I am one of the nicest people. I think that I am that you will ever come into contact with. It's hard to really piss me off and upset me. But Wednesday, it didn't take much. Like people were asking, and I was using some language that I probably shouldn't have, because I don't. I try not to. But Wednesday, yeah, they were flying like fish in the water. It was nuts. But needless to say, Wednesday, we're sitting in the coach's office, and I was about to leave, and I said, "Wait a minute, I think we might have had an extra HDMI cord somewhere." And so I was like, "Let me check." So there's a locker that has a camera on it and on a regular tripod that we use to film the sideline, or what people call the press box, from the press box down to the field, to get our wide copy. And I look in there and I'm like, here's an HDMI cord. Great, it's wonderful, it's awesome. Well, I get it, and I'm like, okay, so we have this. Let's see if it works. Because I told the coaches and the coaches, I was like, before I leave, I'm gonna check and see if this works. And I said I'll probably be upset because it's like I basically wasted an entire day when all I had to do was look in this locker and see, oh, there's an HDMI cord, I can use that. But I was so frustrated outside that I didn't want to go do that. My stupidity. So what's going? Yeah, I know. 6,000. We are at 6K, and I'm just kind of cruising through. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just going through the motions, man. I'm telling you, it's probably gonna be one of those hunts that I am going to despise. But there is nothing at all that I can do about it. All I can do is just keep getting encounters until it happens, man. So it's all good. But you wonderful people, if you don't know Cleggsy, I need you all to go and check him out. He is an amazing streamer. Amazing streamer. Besides how long the hunt's been, how's it going? I'm kind of explaining the whole situation of Wednesday to everybody. It's been a very long week. And I'm glad that and I'll call it a work week because that's technically what it is. My work week is over. Work as in practice. Chiho, what is going on? I am so glad to see you. I'm so glad that you are here. All you wonderful people that are here, thank you for being here. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. It is going. I ain't streaming at the moment. Had to get rid of my second monitor for now, and my PC has started. Oh no. Oh no, Cleggsy. Well, I hate that has happened. But still, we can get people to come and still check you out, watch some of your videos. Ain't no big deal. But Geo, same thing to you. You're gonna where'd you go? Okay. Geo Bomb, the greatest of all time. Definitely go check him out as well. He does some great content, shiny hunting. Oh my gosh, I actually caught the mon. I cannot believe it. So, but thank you to you guys for being here. It's been a hectic and crazy week, but again, I'm glad it's over. Maybe my brain can rest a little bit. Oh, by the way, I was telling a story about today with technology. I was trying to set up a camera Wednesday for practice to film my practice and everything, and it didn't work. I switched to HDMI like 2 times while I was out there, while I was outside, and it never worked. 6,000 for Eliki. Yep, it's gonna be that type of hunt. And you know what? That's okay. We're going to do the best we can with this whole situation because I'm not stressing over it. Because if I did, we would be in really bad shape. So I'm going with the flow. I'm gonna get my encounter, see how long it takes me to get there, and we're gonna get there. When it shines, I'm gonna be so happy for you, dude. I'm going to be extremely happy. I might throw something, not just eat it, throw it. Whenever it actually happens. My date pulled out on me yesterday. It's oh geez, though she got sick and we're meeting up tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought she just said no, we ain't doing it, and just decided to stop talking to you. But that's okay. But I hope that she's doing well. I hope that she's not. I hope that her illness isn't anything bad. I might be going on a date soon too. All right, Gio, that's what I like to hear. I like to hear it. Oh shoot, hit the wrong button. Look, got me excited. Y'all talking about going on dates? Me and my wife went on a date last night. It was actually, I thought it was really nice. She probably thought, she was like, yeah, yeah. My wife sometimes looks at me like, why am I out with you? I don't know why. I act crazy sometimes. Okay, most of the time. I act crazy most of the time. But I think she enjoys it sometimes. Nah, she wouldn't. Her and I are really into each other. Oh, that's why I like to hear, like, dude, that's it. That's it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love it. I love it. That's awesome, you guys. Um, Dates are one of the most nerve-wracking, but most of the time enjoyable things that you could do. Like it, whenever you first go out with someone, it definitely is nerve-wracking because you're like, I want to make sure to impress this person. I want to make sure that I don't do anything stupid. I want to make sure that they enjoy their time, and it's just like all the things you have to think about. But with the personality that you guys have, it's probably super easy for you. So there's such a like it's scary. Yeah, I can definitely imagine. I think it's definitely a lot easier for me because I've known my wife for, oh gosh, we've been married for almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years August 2nd. Um, and we knew each other before then because we went to college together. I graduated from Appalachian State in 2009. She graduated from App in 2011, but we knew each other for a little while. Just won another battle. Nice, nice, RJ. That's it. Yeah, and I don't want to come off as clingy. Yeah, and that is another issue because you don't want to be clingy or feel like you're smothering them, and that's where you have to just know your boundaries, know kind of what you can and can't do, and just kind of take it slow because you don't want to rush into anything anyway. Trujillo, I've had chicks be too clingy and it turns me away, and that is definitely a struggle sometimes because if you really like somebody, it's hard to just you know pull yourself away from the entire thing, but you just have to take your time because if you rush into things, sometimes that can turn people off as well. So you just gotta know your boundaries, know what you can and can't do. And I think again, you guys, there's no doubt that with the personalities that you guys have um, that any of that stuff will happen. Exactly. I want to show interest, but not too interested. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I am excited about that. I'm excited about the it's it I'm excited to see you guys really happy. And the happiness that comes in, it's just so great. Kind of a hard balance, and it is, because you don't want to fit, as you said, you don't want to be clingy, but you also don't want to be standoffish, where it's like, why is he not, talking? Why is he, acting like he doesn't like me? Those things, because it can be crazy. All right, Cleggsy, we will be here. I'm more worried than happy. No? Well, and that happens. Just don't let that worry push you away from that person, because that's when that person's probably going to be like, I don't know whether they really like me or not, because he's pulling away a lot, right? So you just gotta be mindful. Just be your genuine self. As charming and as funny as you are, that that's all you need. That's all you need to impress somebody. So I think you'll be fine. Excuse me, I know you'll be fine. And just tell me you're a streamer, and then they'll be all over you anyway. A very talented streamer that I might add. So just yeah, right. Just saying. Just saying. I think that works every single time. A little thirsty. So, but y'all got this. It's taken me 7 years to win my wife over, so So technically, so we were together for a year before we actually got engaged. So 8 years, almost 8 years. Yes, 7 years is awesome, and she's put up with me for that long. So I think she deserves a reward. I might have to do something. Yeah, like we're almost at 10, which is just it's surprise. I'm gonna say surprises me that somebody actually wants to be with me for that long. So I haven't run her off yet. I hope I don't. That is what I'm trying my best not to do. I don't think I'm that type of person to run somebody off, but there are some things that I do that I know drive her crazy. I probably need to stop, but it's one of those things. So, but I feel like I'm a wonderful person. uh, but Gio, how is everything else going? I know the move was great. I saw your stream. What was that, 2 nights ago, which is awesome to see you back. Actually, that was what Wednesday night. It was Tuesday night. Tuesday night. I think it was Tuesday night. Right? My days are all running together. But how's everything at the house, Inc? It's our anniversary date. Do you have to keep talking about Shai? Yes, yes, that is exactly right. She that is one thing that I don't think it drives her crazy, but I do talk Pokemon a lot, and she actually looked at me one day. She was like, because she asked me something about shinies and the odds and whatnot. Not I told her like everything about shinies, about the odds, about where you can find specific mons, about the odds, how they change with the Masuda method and encounter method. And she looked at me. She was just like, "That is trivial information. How can you remember that?" I'm like, I don't know. It's just I love shiny hunting. It's a part of me. I love Pokemon. I can't turn it off. Like there was a period of my life where I did not play Pokemon, and that was actually after I lost all of my uh, DS games. I had um, Diamond, Pearl. Um, I had Black, and I had White too, and I had some other. I had wasn't Pokemon Ranger. had Pokemon Rescue. I had all those different games, and I ended up leaving them at a hotel. And I called the hotel like you know, after I found out. I was like, oh crap, I left them. And we were on the road, but we had gone so far that it was like I don't want to have us turn around to have to go back and get them. And so I called and I said I left some video games, and they said, well, we couldn't find them. And I was like, no, it's not that you didn't find them. It's the fact that somebody picked them up and didn't say that they turned them in. So I ended up losing Diamond, Pearl. I lost my Black, and the only game that I had was the one I had in my DS, which was my White 2. But I ended up buying Diamond again, so I actually have both Diamond and I have White 2, so it's fine. It's fine. But there was a period of time, like, from then until, like, I swear it was like 3 years ago, I stopped playing Pokemon. Did not play Pokemon at all. Because I didn't want to play because I lost those games, and I was like, there were so many Pokemon that I had on there that I wanted to transfer over. And they were awesome. I had them named and everything, and I didn't have them. So I was in a funk for, I swear that was like 5 or 6 years that I did not play Pokemon. So it's a little depressing, but one of those things. So true. I know so much about Pokemon that will never be useful, and that's the crazy part. It will never be useful in real life, but in the context of the game, it's amazing because you know so much, and it's like, hey, you can tell anybody that's trying to learn about Pokemon about what they need. It's great. But you know, it's one of those things. I definitely enjoy this wonderfulness of catching Pokemon and, you know, creating like. Oh, there's a Yamask in chat. Yamask. I wish it was a Galarian Yamask, but it's not. Shit, I think Yamask. I do have one, so I'm not gonna check it. Even though it could be, no, it's not. I don't think shiny odds are up, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. But I guess that's the wonderful thing about the whole situation is just the fact that, you know, Pokemon has been around since 1990, 1992, 92, 92, 95. I think it was 92. It was 92. I was, and you know, I'm telling my age, but that's okay. I was 5. Yes, 5 in 92. So I've been playing since I was 5. I'm just. It is an amazing, amazing thing about where it's come from and where it is now and how much further it could go. I'm just, hey, Geo caught the Yamask. That's it. Awesome. But it's crazy how it's evolved and all the different Pokemon. I actually created, like, you know, most people will just put stuff in, you know, a spreadsheet, whatever. I created an interactive spreadsheet for my living decks and my shiny living decks. Like, there's no like way that I'm going to be able to miss out on anything because I check that decks spreadsheet all the time. Make sure that everything's updated now. I haven't done it in probably about a week because there's been other things on my mind, and that wasn't one of the things. So I think it came out in, like, was it 97? See, now I'm gonna have to look because I'm probably wrong. And you know what's great about being wrong? Admitting that you're wrong. People don't do that. People don't do that very often. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, Gio, my Twitter account has been suspended. Um, Crazy. Um, yeah, you're right. It is 97, so actually longer. So still telling my age. So I was 10. Uh, I do not know why there was no email sent to me that about or when it happened. The only reason why I know was because Pelmav, who might be lurking, I don't know if he is or not, but he came in and he said, hey, so I got your notification, which um, made me think nothing came up on Twitter. Yeah, I know. That's the crazy thing. Um, so it had to be today because I don't think I've tweeted today. Um, but he came in and he said, "Yeah, we got your notification about you streaming in Discord, but nothing popped up on Twitter." I went and checked your Twitter account, and it said that your account's not active. I was like, "Oh, well, that's wonderful." So I just sent in my appeal, but like I don't even know why it was suspended. Like I'm not a spam account. I actually tweet stuff. Like it's not like I'm just it's not like I'm a bot just going to do sweepstakes or anything like that. But I don't know. I sent in my appeal. It, hopefully it gets figured out. Um, because I would be very grateful if it did. Because it's like I do not want to have to create another Twitter account. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things. But this has been my week with technology. This has been my week with technology because I was explaining about not having the camera to film so random. Probably a mistake by bot. Probably. You are exactly right. Bots just ruining my entire day. Um, but but I was talking about my week with filming practice for our football team, and Wednesday was just not the best of days because I was thinking that we'd have film, and then come to find out our HDMI cord was messed up on our camera, and the one that the company sent us was broken as well. And then come to find out, because I didn't go back inside to check, but I went in afterwards, after practice, and I looked in a locker that has our other camera in it, and there was an HDMI cord. Well, I was like, if this one works, I'm going to be upset because I feel like I wasted an entire day when I could have just came in here and checked in that locker. Funny thing is, it worked. So basically, I wasted an entire day of filming practice because I was too upset to go back inside and check. Great. Well, that upset me on Wednesday. And then I also had to come home on Wednesday. And this is the kicker. This is the great part. And we have a printer that for some reason disconnected itself, and it will not connect back to the instant ink because we have HP printers, so they have the instant ink where they send us ink cartridges, and we just pay so much a month, and we have a certain number of copies that we can make. So I was like, okay, well, it needs to be fixed. So I called back in June about fixing it, and they said that they were going to do something, but I never got back to them. I didn't get back to them until yesterday. So I was like, well, they should have all the information that we talked about, because I think they were just going to send me new ink cartridges or just send me a new printer. Well, I called yesterday, and I was like, well, I have a case number, and everything should be in there that was talked about, and everything that we had. Well, they took me back through the same exact process that I went through about a month ago. But this time, for some reason, they wanted to keep me on the phone for 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours with an HP customer service representative trying to troubleshoot the printer that was already troubleshot. Yes, that's the word. Last month. I was super happy. I was I I I was trying my best not to be rude because they're just doing their job. They are just trying to make sure that, I'm not some, person trying to scam them. I completely understand. I gave them everything. I'm getting bad lag. Getting bad lag. Better not be. My bit rate's fine. I have no idea why. The only thing I can say is try refreshing. But you okay? That's weird. I didn't have any spikes. Hmm. I don't know. It's probably telling me that I need to stop talking. That's probably what it is. Um. Uh. So. But so I know. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at the customer service representative. It's froze. Um. Are you on mobile or are you on your PC? I don't know why. Refresh maybe? Um, um, try. So you might. I know this is weird. Try lowering your resolution. Sometimes that helps. I think I have it set to 1080. Um, well, that possibly too. Um, mobile's not always the best, but I know sometimes whenever I'm on mobile and people have it at 1080, it freezes up more often than it would if it was on like 720 or something. So try that maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll take the blame. I've been having technology issues all week. I will take the blame. I promise. Um, so, but okay. But I think that's the hardest thing is, I know a lot about technology. Like I knew this printer, like it wouldn't just disconnect for no reason and not be able to connect back. There's probably something wrong within the printer, but there were two different things that could be done. If they wanted to troubleshoot it, that's fine. But on top of troubleshooting it, it says that the instant ink cartridges could not be used. So I was like, okay, well then that means I need new cartridges. So I even asked the representative whenever I first did it in June. Whenever I called in June, I was like, um, do I need to just go buy new cartridges to see if that fixes it? And she's like, that is the worst case scenario. We don't want you to have to do that. Um, and I said, okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm willing to do it, but if you don't want me to do it, I can wait. And so I think what they were going to do was either they were going to send me new cartridges whenever they emailed me back at the end of June, or they were going to say, okay, we'll just send you a new print. I don't know. But then we had to go through the whole process again, which I was a little bit upset about, but not much that can be done about it. So sent me through the whole process. 3.5 hours later, they said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to send you two cartridges, two regular cartridges, not inkjet cartridges, but two regular cartridges to put in there and see if it connects, see if it finishes its setup, and then what we'll do is we'll check back, and if it works, just let us know, um, and we'll close the ticket and everything. And if you can get it back connected, then we're all set. I'm like, okay, thank you. That's kind of what I expected throughout the whole thing. And I was just like, I wish it didn't take 3.5 hours to go through that though. And then not the other fact is that I had to get transferred like 3 or 4 times. transferred to the Instant Ink support team, transferred to the technical support team, transferred back to the Instinct support team. Like it was crazy. It was completely nuts, is what it was. Um, and I just, whew, I was a little stressed, but hopefully, I think that they shipped the ink cartridges today, so they should either be here tomorrow or possibly Saturday. And we'll insert them and see if the printer finally responds like it's supposed to. If it does, I will be super pumped, super happy. If it doesn't, then I'll call them back and say, okay, this is what happens whenever I put these in, and then go from there. So, but I think that once I've taken out the instant cartridges, put the other ink cartridges in, I think it will finish its setup, because it needs to be, excuse me, it needs to be reset up with the regular cartridges first, and then I think it will let me set up the Instant Ink in the computer, in the printer, and then we'll be back to where we need to be. So I know you are like, why is he talking about his printer? Because I like this printer. We have this is no joke. We have 3 printers in our house. 3. We have 3. But they all have different functioning pieces that we need. 2 of our printers do not do front and back unless it's made, which it's not a terrible thing. That's fine, right? So we have one printer that just strictly does front and back. One of our printers is a office jet, which, hey, Jang Mo in chat, ladies and gentlemen, Jang Mo. I don't know if I have a Jang Mo. Hey, I do not have a Jang Mo. I'm actually going to catch. Okay, I still got food. Hopefully I will catch this thing. But so one of them's office jet, the other one is just desk jet. Both of them do pretty much similar things, but one of them we use to copy because it has a different type of feeder than the other 2, and it just makes better copies. The desk jet is the one that we actually do our like our t-shirt prints on. That's pretty cool. So it's one of those things that all function the same but not the same. They are different entities. It's kind of like having a Pokemon, having 3 of the same Pokemon, but they all have different abilities, right? I know, taking my printers back to Pokemon. Just amazing. And Jangmo. But that's kind of where it's at. It's like, oh, it's Jangmo. Or if you had a not gonna do it. Let's say you had, definitely not you, a Bergmite. That Bergmite has 3 different abilities. He has own tempo, which is awesome, because it will prevent the Pokemon from being confused. So anytime somebody tries to use Confuser or something like that, it won't work. It has an ability Ice Body, which with Ice Body, it gradually regains HP in hailstorms, which is pretty sweet, especially if it has hail or if it is hailing. And then its hidden ability is Sturdy, which means it can't be knocked out with 1 hit. So, like, all three of those abilities have their purposes, and depending on what you need, you can use that either one of those abilities. So it's the same idea with my printers that it is with Pokemon has different abilities. My printers have three different abilities. And one of them my wife actually bought and has had for has actually had since we've been married. Actually before. So she's probably not gonna throw that one. Mine that I bought is at school because that's where it's gonna stay. I hate buying ink for it too, so it's like I only buy ink for it when I need to. Um, but that was an interesting conversation to be having at the moment. It's pretty funny. So but yeah, that is kind of where everything lies, and with abilities and things like that, we just kind of gotta go fish again. Um, so, but with technology, um, it's been pretty tough for me this week, and even though yes, right now I'm using technology, um, the fact that I'm able to talk to you guys and just to have conversations, even though not necessarily face to face, but even when you type back to me or you type to me and ask me questions, and tell me something awesome that's going on in your lives, like Clugsy and Geo going on dates. Like those things excite me and get me pumped up. Um, so I appreciate the conversations that can occur and and happen within everything that is going on. Oh, this is frustrating. Hey, bet gonna leave the stream on lurk on my PC while I go for a walk. All right, Gio, I appreciate the lurk. I am grateful for everything that you do. I hope that you have a great walk. I bet you it's gorgeous where you are. So have a great walk, and we will definitely see you when you get back. And do some walking for me too. I definitely need it. So I just don't understand. Hey, let there be light. The lights are put on, even though it's um, still daytime. Weird. I'm just gonna stop right now. It's hurting my brain. I keep trying to see if they sent me anything, but they're not sending me anything. So bad. Anyway, so we're just gonna keep grinding for this Regiela key. We are probably gonna get to 6200 tonight. Possibly do some DAs, but we'll see. Make the best out of our situations. I will say today was a lot better with film. Still not the best because we got everything set up. It worked. It's great. But number one, we're missing a lot of players. And number two, the iPad that we normally, record from, which is mine, which is perfectly fine, ended up overheating because we left it out in the sun. It was definitely a very warm day today, so definitely it was not good. So we only got minimal number of plays, but we got some. So we'll send notes and whatever back to the players so that they can, review kind of where they might have messed up or what they did well. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm like, technology wise, I am just kind of like meh. I am meh. I am just kind of going through the motions today. Because it's just something. It is something. So that's kind of where we're at, and now we're streaming. I think I have an ear infection. My ear hurts really bad. I thought it was my head, but I think it's my ear. Like, 'cause it's a little sore. But I'm gonna take some ibuprofen a little bit, and hopefully it'll soothe itself. But I guess we'll just have to see. But we are almost to 6,100. Woo! Yes. I'm still trying to figure out if the way that I'm doing this is better or should I do resets? Because there are multiple pros and cons for doing, the method that I'm doing, where I'm doing the dots. Multiple. There's multiple pros and cons for doing resets. And to weigh them, I feel like it's the same. So pros for doing the dots. I feel like I do, even though I'm doing the same motion every single time, I screw up, which is a con, but you sit on me? Weird. Still connected. Okay. Um, but other than that, it's like, so I can't. I mess up all the time, which is a con. But the fact that I mess up, but I'm able to redo it, it at least has something different that you see. You know, it's not like I with resets, which is this is a con for me. It's like I'm doing the same motion, but I also have to wait on the screen to load. Like I don't like that. I do not like that. Now, some people say, you know, you can, excuse me, save it like at the thing, and you know, it's not as long. Like, but it's still for me. It's I feel like it's still the same amount of time. Like, I can run and be able to do the dots the same speed that they do that people do their resets. I think it's just the fact that with this you can mess up, which it happens. Um, but I just hate if there was a way to actually soft reset without you know having to go out of the game and then log back into the game after resetting it. If I could just like hold the power button or hold certain buttons together and it's soft reset, I think I would do it that way. But there's not anything like that on the Switch, which sucks for me. Uh, Meal Tank in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Meal Tank in chat. So Pokey check. Um, and I think if they would do that, I think that I would be more willing to do soft resets than actually doing it this way, the run method. Um, but on top of that, and I guess this is the other thing for me. Um, with this method, and I guess this is the crazy thing with RNG, and people talk about it all the time. Well, and talk about how bad RNG is and all this other stuff, and it's not bad, but it's a hard thing to do because with RNG, which stands for random number generator, the the odds come into play there because it's always out of 4096 with the Regielkin. It's always out of 4096 because it's a full odd shine. No matter what people think, that is my opinion. I'm going to stick with it. It is a full odd shine. Some people said shine charm works. Some people don't. I don't know. Don't care. I'm going to say it's full odd shine. And with that, it randomly generates a number out of 4096. So that could be 4095. That could be 2. That could be 1358. You never know what that number is going to be. So whenever I'm doing it this way, I'm basically trying to reach that number, right? I am trying to get as many encounters as I can to get to that number. But the bad part lies in that I don't know what that number is. So if I were to reset the game, which has happened already, and it's happened because I've had to update software, I've had to do stuff like that. When I update the game, that means I'm basically resetting the game and turning it off. When I do that, it resets that number. So it's like, oh, I don't want to cut my game off, but sometimes I have to, and I can't control it, and that sucks. Because have had to reset it like 3 or 4 times, and the number of encounters I'm at right now is 6,097. I don't know what number it's at. I'm hoping, like, I think I've probably done maybe 400 encounters on this new reset pattern, or this new reset of the game. So again, I don't know what number I'm at. I don't know what number I need to get to. I'm just trying to get to that number before I have to reset the game again. Now, and I'm gonna call that a pro and a con, because I think it's awesome that I can just get to one number. Now, the hardest part is getting to that number. Like if it's in the 2000s, it's hard to get on that number, or to get to that number in a certain amount of encounters. If I would have actually kept it off or kept it on and not had to reset it all, I would have already been there. But didn't happen now. Now, the reason why people do resets is because now what they're doing is, because that number resets every time the game cuts off, or you restart the game. What that does is that changes the number that they want you to get to every single time. What everybody that does soft resets is trying to do is trying to get to where the encounter is 1. That is what resets do, because since it's resetting that number every single time, you're trying to get it to where whenever I open up the game, on the first encounter, it's going to be shiny. Now, that is troublesome for me, because with a random number generator, it doesn't go through all of the numbers. It jumps to random numbers no matter what. And I think that's the downfall. That's why I don't like resets, because you never know when it's going to be 1. Like it could take 20,000 encounters for it to be 1. But doing it this way, where I'm just running from it, it's at a specific number in that 4,096. And I'm trying to reach that number before I have to reset my game system that's within 4,096. So, I don't know. I don't know if my logic is correct. I feel like my logic is correct because, calculations and numbers are my thing. And that's why with odds, I don't usually... The only time I really deal with odds is if I know that I'm doing a reset, or if I know that I'm just gonna work on it, kind of like Masuda method. And I know people say, with Masuda method, same idea, and it is. But again, if you do 500 egg hatches, you will get a shiny within those 500 egg hatches in that one. If you do that in one sitting, and that's possible. Or if you don't cut your game off, you can get that shiny in those eggs. But if you turn off your game, then that's going to reset that number, which is where that comes from. Like, I should do a YouTube tutorial on RNG. I should. I'm not worried about it. But that's how it all breaks down, and I just, it's crazy that they give you 2 different methods. Number 1, crazy, because now you have to choose which way you're gonna do it. And some people try both ways. I'm like, that's just gonna take more time. So I think what I might do, I'm going to continue doing it this way with Regieleki. And whenever I start, that doesn't mean I'm going to start it like right after this, because I'm probably not. Whenever I start my hunt for Regidrago, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to do resets. I'm going to do soft resets for Regidrago. Now, I'm not... judging because it's definitely going to be completely different. There are two completely different methods, and I'm not saying that one's going to be better than the other, but I'm just basically saying I want to see, you know, what the possibilities would be or could be if I do resets. Um, you know, I'm not. I don't know. It is a crazy, crazy thing for me to just say that one method's better than the other. And I'm going to um, probably, kick myself in the face whenever I start doing resets, because I'm gonna. That's another. And people say that you're not doing a pattern whenever you do it, but you're still doing a pattern. You have to make sure you click the right buttons. You can still mess up. You can click on the wrong game. You can do, but you are with resets. I know that I can just save um, right at the statue and be able to go straight into it. I know that. But and especially doing different Pokemon, like I'm doing Regieleki now. For resets, I'm doing Regidrago. I'm doing different Pokemon. It's gonna be different, even though they're still both full odds. But I don't know. I wish that I wouldn't have had to reset my Regieleki, um, because I really do think I would have gotten it a lot sooner. And I say reset. I wish I didn't have to turn off my Switch to have to update it. So, but it is what it is. It's one of those things. Whenever they make updates, you kind of have to do it because the game, whether it's an update for the Switch or it's an update for the game, it might make your game run differently if you don't do it. So, I don't know. I'm in awe of the number one, the creativity that the Pokemon Company, and Nintendo has whenever it comes to shiny hunting, because they are definitely making people think, and they're making people, um, you know, figure out ways around, which is not necessarily a bad thing to find ways around specific things. And I'm not saying that hacking's bad, but just like the hackers, they had to figure out ways around the block that people have on the Pokemon. Again, I'm not saying that it's good or bad. I'm not saying hacking's good or bad. That's something that to see the ideas and the creativity of what people are doing to um, be able to hack. It's like, wow, you really want to hack that bad that you're doing all this? But I think having the ingenuity to be able to do it, or to even like pull information that that you're not supposed to have, like that's crazy to me. It's awesome, um, in the fact that people are that creative and are have minds to be able to do those types of things. But in the end, it's kind of like, is it really worth it? Is it worth it to hack Pokemon? I don't know. Not to me. Not anymore. It used to be. It's kind of like, oh, I don't mind hacking Pokemon. Which, you know, the ones that, and I'll be honest, the only ones that I truly have are the ones that are shiny locked. Because if they're shiny locked, you can't get them shiny. I was like, eh, eh. So, but who knows? They're probably gone by now. I don't even know. I haven't been on Pokemon Home in I don't know how long because I'm trying to get this shiny. So, but it's one of those things. I am 100% sure that Nintendo and Pokemon Company, they do things to make people work. They don't want it to be easy, which I completely understand. This is not easy. Like, I know some people say, "Well, you're just shiny hunting. You know, it's a repetitive motion that, yes, but you could go a really, really long time with this repetitive motion. And, you know, it's like, why would you want to do that? Like, because it's a shiny. It is something, and, you know, some people would say it's not really unique because there's, you know, this many people that have it. But it is unique because this one, you know, is a different color like the other people's, but this one also has my trainer ID. This has my OT. So it's like, why would I not want to try to get this shiny? What's going on, Mo? What is going on? I am having a discussion about RNG, about odds, about shiny Pokemon, and we're just having a grand old time with my 6,000 encounters for Reggie Key. So I hope that you are having a spectacular day. Shout out to Mo. No. No, sir. No, sir. And everyone needs to go check out his channel. He is an awesome streamer. Does some amazing content and plays a butt ton of games. Butt ton of games. And he's good at most of them. Oh gosh. So, well, chilling. I'm glad you are chilling. I am doing the same thing. Appreciate you shouting. It's no problem, man. Love shouting you out. I hope that that's at least sending some people your way. But yeah, it's crazy how and I think it's crazier how butthurt people get when, you know, Pokemon Company comes out with some news, and they're like, but that's not what we wanted. I'm like, but that's what you got. Get over it. Hey, there is a Pachirisu in chat. I don't think I have a Pachirisu. Oh no, I'm bad at all the games. Oh hush, you are not. Exclamation mark Poke check. Pachirisu. Did I spell that right? I think I did. Oh my god. I did, but I don't have a Poke catch. They're not saying it. Actually, I need to check and see how many Pokeballs I do have. I got 3 more Pokeballs, but I also have 10 Premier Balls, so I think I'll be alright. Ooh, I know what I didn't do today. I have not gotten my daily Poke Daily today. And as has been seen before, we get a wonderful common reward. Alright, but Pachirisu escaped, but I had a good time last night, had a good, consistent amount of people, and chatting about all sorts of things yesterday. Dude, that's awesome. I did come in for a little bit. I'm sorry I could not stay. But last night was not the best of nights for me. So it's kind of like I needed to take a break. I actually, like, I got off the phone with HP last night because I was trying to fix a printer, and I was on the phone with him for 3.5 hours or 4 hours because I had to do some stuff for, excuse me, instant ink. But was on the phone with them for 4 hours. Oh no, you're fine. I'm just happy you showed up. Well, I'm glad to be there, but I wish I could have been there longer. But I actually went to sleep at like 6. Like I fell asleep at 6 because my brain hurt so bad, and like I was just I wasn't stressed at the time, but I could feel the stress. And it hurt my head and my body was sore, so I was like, let me just lay down. And then I woke up at like 9. I think it was like 9:30. Mark said, "Are you hungry? You want to go get something to eat?" So we went, got some food, and whatever. So, but I like supporting wonderful people and wonderful streamers. So I'm definitely going to continue to support you. So I'm excited. Um, but it's good. Today is definitely a lot better. Than a lot better than it was. So we'll just make the best of today and tomorrow, since I have nothing to do tomorrow. And try to transfer some more files and get everything set up like it should be. But and then hopefully we can find this red yellow key. I'll probably, because my wife will not be here until later on tomorrow afternoon-ish, tomorrow evening. So I might actually end up streaming early, kind of like around 12 EST, 12 or 1 EST, just to stream from like 1 to 12 to 4 or 1 to 5 for about 4 hours, so that we can spend some time together, spend time with my daughter. It's probably the earliest. No, not the earliest. I streamed at 8 o'clock before. But we'll see. I was honestly surprised a lot of people showed up for that stream. I hadn't streamed. Dude, you did actually really well. I was like, because I've actually never seen that game before, but it seems pretty cool, and I was very interested. Like, and even like some of those, because I don't get into the comics very often, especially for Marvel. So I had never seen some of those characters before in my entire life. Like, I was like, what? Who is that? Who is that character? So it's like, well, now I've learned something. You learned me something. So I was pretty pumped, pretty excited. But it's one of those things that I think everybody was intrigued by what you were playing, and you know, definitely makes a difference. Um, gotta get people interested. Not very many people are interested in Chinese. Not watching somebody else do it. Maybe with the conversations that we have, maybe they might be interested. But other than that, probably not. Um, you know, it's all good. Yeah, I was fighting against Hercules. He had an interesting mechanic where he insults every character in the game depending on the ability they have. That is pretty interesting. Like the the crazy thing is, like, how would, I don't know. Like, number one, how does he know what ability you have? I guess you use your ability, but it's the fact of, like, how can you come up with, and depending on how many abilities there are in the game, it's like, for everyone, actually, how many abilities are there in the game? Because if there's like, you know 20, it's a little different. You can make 20 insults. If there's like 100 abilities, which there's probably not, but, like, how could you, like, come up with something for each one of those? That's the crazy part about it. I think there are at least 300 characters in the roster now. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of characters. That is nuts, man. Like, how can you decide? Like, Crypto, what is going on? How are you doing? What is good, man? Shout out to you as well for popping in. Oh no, 203. Okay, but still, that's still a lot. Naru, what's going on? How are you? Shout out to you, Crypto. You wonderful, wonderful person. You. Again, you wonderful streamers out there. You wonderful people out there. If you don't know Crypto, definitely go check him out as well. Um, another amazing streamer, does some amazing things. From what I seen, let's see, I guess that was, what was that, Monday? I think it might have been Monday. It's either Monday or Tuesday. He is an amazing Rocket League player. So if you want to see some amazing Rocket League play, definitely go watch him. Go check out his channel. Give him some follows. And yes, definitely. Like why don't you stream Rocket League? You're really good at it. You should stream Rocket League. Well, I think you need to do it again. He said he doesn't stream Rocket League, but yeah. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. He's really good. I don't play Rocket League, but I like watching Rocket League. I like watching other people play Rocket League. But he's like, when you can beat a team of 3 by yourself, that's a good thing. Naru, what's going on? How are you? We are shiny hunting still. Still haven't found this shiny radiology. We're trying our best though. I don't know when this thing is gonna pop up. But we're just gonna keep flying through these encounters. That's what we're gonna do. Fly through the encounters. Just quit. Do you know who you're talking to? Just quit. That's not gonna happen. Okay. Glad you're back, Crypto. Quit shiny hunting for Reggie. That's what he said. He wants me to quit shiny hunting. But you know that's not gonna happen. I don't care if I get into the 20,000s. If I get into the 20,000s, it's gonna be a long haul. But I ain't quitting. I'm talking to the guy who wears yellow shirt. I am not wearing a yellow shirt. It's more of a mint this time. So I hope I get this Spiritomb quick. Have you started the hunt for Spiritomb? Are you doing the I think it's Crown Tundra, right? Are you doing the Crown Tundra encounter, or are you just Masuda methoding? Oh, Crown Tundra? Okay. Because that one, I think that's probably going to be the way that I do it too. I want to Masuda method it because I also want to. I know you don't like Masuda, but so, like, there's gonna be. I'm not a Masuda hunt fan at all. There are certain ones that I'm probably gonna do to because I want competitive mines as well. So if there's a chance to wild hunt, I'm doing it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, and I think that's probably the way that I should do all of them, unless I have to Masuda method them, like the starters, or if they're not in my game, and I have to. But actually, I have both games, so I can shiny hunt in both games, which is okay, unless it's super hard to find. Yes, but I am actually going. I've actually started a hunt, and y'all are probably gonna think I'm crazy, which I kind of ain't. I've started a hunt that is a 2% hunt. Okay, it's either a 1 or 2% hunt. No matter what, it is a 1 or 2% hunt. It is a Dreepy hunt. I am going to do a Dreepy hunt. It's 1 to 2%. The only place. Are you sure? It said no. There is a 2% chance of finding it in at a certain weather on a specific day. That's the where at 10%. You talking about in Shield? Or you talking about in? Now I'm gonna do it because I looked this up because I was like I need to look at this to make sure I'm right. And now I'm probably gonna be proved wrong again. It's okay though. Creepy. Check. Locations. Lake of Rage. Let's look. Alright. Because the only place that you can find Dreepy, it's the Lake of Rage. And Overcast, it's 1%. Heavy Fog is 2%. And that is, let me make sure I'm right. Yeah. And Thunderstorms is 2%. That is the only place to find it. Because you can't find it in the overworld. I looked. I was like, I need to see if I can find this. But there's no place in the overworld that you can actually find it. It's all I think that might be only when it spawns in the overworld, not random encounters in 10%. Okay. I because I'm looking here on. I like using Pokemon database, Pokemon DB or BD, no DB. Which is pretty cool. Shelmet in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shelmet in chat. I think. I don't know if I got Shelmet. Poke. Shelmet. Okay, but I can look at Cerebi just to make sure, but I really don't remember there being any other place to find it, unless it's in DMs. But by the way, if you guys don't know, Pokemon Unite comes out on the 21st. So y'all be ready. I might actually stream it. I'm probably not that good. I did do the Japanese beta, which none of that stuff is going to carry over, which is just amazing. But Cerebi. So I am super excited when that it's going to come out, and I want to see how it. I want to see how it does. I want to see how well people, because I know there were a lot of people that played the beta. They made comments. Well, it's great. It's not good. But it's coming out on the Switch. If I remember correctly, coming out on the Switch on the 21st. Or am I wrong? I think it comes out now. Has been. The game will release on July 21st, and you will receive Zero Aura as a playable Pokemon if you log into the Pokemon Unite before August 31st, with mobile players able to get Zero Aura at a later point. Alright, so it's coming out on the, I think, as I was saying, it is coming out on the Switch. Oh, you're thinking Dracloak. Yes, Dracloak is in that same area. I think it is 10%. So it's like why am I gonna put myself through that? I don't know. But I think that will be very interesting. Just to it's very similar to Reversal's Feebas Hunt. You know, because that's what that's a 1% hunt. That is a complete 1% hunt for a few guys. And he's seen very many. All right, Crypto. He's seen a lot of Feebas. He's seen a lot of other Pokemon. So it's a little crazy. But it's one of those things. That's one of those hunts. If you're doing resets, it's definitely different. But it's hard to do resets for fishing spawns, right? So that's the reason why he's doing the fishing hunt. Now, mine's not going to be a fishing hunt because I can't fish up Dreepy. But it is a random encounter hunt, which I feel like it's kind of like the Sinisty hunt. So let me see, because again, Sinisty is in there is only a certain area that Sinisty is in, and that is it's in the Glenwood Tangle, which it's a 10% spawn. No matter where you're at, no matter the weather. And he's also in the Old Cemetery. And it's an 18% hunt, or a 20% hunt, or a 16%. The highest it is a 20% hunt. Lowest it is 14. So, it's one of those things. It's like that one's not. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think I'll probably hunt it in the Old Cemetery because the chance of finding it is higher. But I'm also thinking, but would I rather get shinies with Ponyta and Impidimp and Warbur? Or would I rather get shinies of Carablast, Nidoran, male and female, those? So it's a hard decision. I think I might go back and forth whenever I do that hunt, because I do want the authentic Sinisty. Shiny authentic Sinisty. That's a shiny authentic marked Sinisty. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be an amazing feat, if I do say so myself, for anyone to actually get a shiny marked authentic Sinisty. That will actually be pretty cool, but I don't know if it would happen. Alright, let me go do something, because number one, I need to stand up. Number two, I probably need to go shut my front door. My front door is sitting wide open. Somebody gets walking. Me, it's back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. So we have about 60. We have about 62 more encounters to go. So hopefully we can do that in about 30 minutes or so. And then we'll probably have a little bit of time to do maybe a DA for shiny Articuno. But I guess we'll have to just check and see. I do want to actually add something to this. I've done 3. Combos. Those are in there. Alright. I'm so mad right now. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be worrying about it. I should be focusing on what I'm doing, but it's so hard. How can they do that to me? So focusing on it. Let's go. Alright. Let's get the rest of these encounters. 50. Hey, Crypto's back. Yeah, Crypto, I was saying this earlier. Pelmap came in and told me that he got my notification on Discord about me live streaming, but never got my notification on Twitch or on Twitter. So he wouldn't check my Twitter, and they actually suspended my account. They suspended my account. So I'm going to lurk, get the shiny. It take it too long. I feel you. Yeah, I need to get it. But so yeah, my Twitter's been suspended. I sent in my appeal because they never said why they suspended it or whatever, but it has been suspended. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens, I guess. So, oh well. I guess I need to stop worrying about it. But I think this weekend, hopefully, I'll be able to talk my wife into retwisting my hair, relocking my hair. So we'll see. Because it needs some loving. Needs some loving. Nope, nope. Go there, go there, go there, go there. And we are off to the races. Let's get it. All right, we're almost to 6150. Getting there, 6150. So again, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get to 6200 today. Bonds lie in the chat. We're gonna get to 6200, and then possibly do some DAs if we have time. Maybe one or two. So be prepared if you guys want to come in to do some DAs or do a DA. That would be amazing. It'd be awesome. If not, that is perfectly fine as well. We will go on and do the DAs no matter what. Yeah, I think tomorrow is a great day. So what I'll probably end up doing tomorrow, I know you're probably like, what is he talking about? So and I didn't catch the box. Who would have knew? Tomorrow I'm probably gonna stream early. I'll probably stream about I'm probably going to stream tomorrow about probably gonna stream either about 12 or 1 o'clock tomorrow. And probably stream till about 4 or 5, depending. And And then I think what I'll do is tomorrow morning, I'll probably get up early, try to get up around 8, go to the gym, get a nice little workout in. Even if I just do cardio, just something to keep me active. Um, Cardio, maybe do some core because it definitely needs it. And just trying to stay active, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to stay active because it is definitely a hard thing to do. So probably do that. So gym, probably get like a smoothie or something. Come back home, grab a quick lunch, um, and stream, and then probably use the rest of the day to hang out with my daughter and my wife, which is definitely not a bad thing. Because that she'll be home sometime tomorrow afternoon-ish. So try to get my stream in early so that we can spend a little bit of time together. So, but I know that I also want to. I might do that tonight. I'm gonna try to restructure some things on my stream. Get some things put together that I want, that I need to do. So see if I can move some of these scenes into different ones. I gotta see. I don't think I can, but we'll see. Oh, man. Oh, so crazy. We got a long ways to go, guys. Long ways to go. Long ways. Um, but if y'all can enlighten me, and earlier I was talking about the RNG and how it and the odds match up and how it's connected and whatnot. If you guys could fill me in on that information and see if I was right, I would be more than happy to kind of bring you into bring you into the fold and let you explain it. If whether I'm wrong or right, because I think that's how it is set up to work with RNG. It randomly picks a number between in the odds, um, and you are basically trying to reach that number. When you reset your game, you are changing that number, that randomly generated number, to another number. And who knows where that number is because it's within the odds, so you don't know. And it doesn't go cycle through all the numbers. It just randomly chooses. That's why it's called random number generator, not sequential number generator, or every number gets chosen in the generator. Like that's the bad part. It could pick the same number like 5,000 times, and you would never know. I think that's the sucky part about it. Sucky part about RNG is that it can pick the same number like over and over and over again, and you wouldn't know. That's the reason why I think this way is better, especially if you don't cut your game off, because whether it's going to be within the odds. Um, Whenever you do it this way, it's going to be within the odds. It's just the fact of you having to go to whatever that number is, but you don't know what it is. Um, it's kind of like me. Since I've had to reset my game, I don't know what number that it's at. And it's reset whatever number that is. So now I'm basically started back at one. Um, but if I'm wrong about, when you reset the game, it resets the number, then I want to be told that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope the number stays the same the entire time. But from what I'm doing and where I'm at, I don't think that it stays the same number the entire time. 6,000. If it's within the odds, then I should have gotten it within 4,000. But that's why I'm saying I think it resets. And if somebody knows that it resets no matter what, it just resets after the new day, then that's another thing that would be nice to know. But that's why I think that every time you reset your game is when it resets the number. That's kind of the idea behind the random number generator. That's the only way that it can truly randomly generate it, is because, okay, now you've restarted the game. Now every Pokemon has a different number that you have to get to. Am I wrong? Am I right? If someone could fill me in on that, I would be mucho grateful. Much grateful. That sounds good. I feel like I took my glasses off. Not that I can't see, but I think I look better. But I look better with my glasses off, 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 on. I could switch glasses, but I like these glasses. These are not. Now, honestly, I should not wear these glasses inside. These glasses, even though they have the blue light block, which is great. But these glasses are my transitionals, which I can wear inside if I want to, but I only need these. I really only need these for outside. Or if I know I'm going outside, I need to wear these. I don't need to necessarily wear these inside, even though I can. And I need to alternate my glasses. I have 3 pairs of glasses. Number one, I'm going to say this, excuse me. Never go to your actual eye doctor and buy glasses. Unless you have a great eye care plan, you'll be paying $200 to $300 for your glasses. For a pair of glasses. A pair of glasses. Not 2 pairs. A pair. Not 3 pairs. A pair of glasses. Pay $220 for my glasses. Which, don't get me wrong, I said I'm going to do it just because I like the people here. They're great people. They treat me well, so I'm going to buy some glasses from them. I wasn't thinking I was going to spend $200, but it did. It's like, I definitely can't tell them like this. But I was like, okay, it's fine. I bought them. Like, but they're just regular glasses. Like, they're not name brand. They are name brand, but not name brand. I didn't get anything super expensive. I would end up paying like $500, $600 if I'd done that. But like, they're nice glasses, but it's like, are they really worth $220? Which actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna pull my face. So these are my glasses. So these, I'm gonna put up. These only need to come out like whenever I'm going to work. All right, these are my other glasses. And don't get me wrong, I love these glasses. I love them. This is what they're like. I like them. Again, these also have the blue block, that block the blue light from your eyes and stuff whenever you're in front of monitors and computers and stuff for a very long time. So they're awesome. But $220 for these glasses. Again, not transitional, just regular glasses with the blue light protection. Right? They're nice. I like them. They're sturdy. I don't think that they're gonna break or anything like that. But I don't think that they're worth $200. But then I also have another pair that I got with my transitionals that that are just standard glasses with the blue light, no transition. So these I paid $220 for. The transitionals and the other pair of glasses that I got, I paid $70 for the two pairs of glasses together. $70 for two pairs of glasses. These I got from my doctor. The other two pair I got from Zini Optical. I should do a sponsorship with Zini. But they do amazing, and like their transition, I could have gotten a stronger transition, but I don't need them. Like my eyes aren't really affected by sunlight and stuff like that, but I did get them just to make sure because I'm outside a lot with football and stuff like that. So those are good to have while I'm out there, like so my eyes don't have to strain so much, stuff like that. So it's like I'm glad I got them, but should I have gotten these other ones that were $200? I would have had an extra $200 in my pocket. But I have 3 pairs of glasses, so if one breaks, then I still got 2. Hopefully it's not my transitions. But Venipede, Venipede in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Venipede in chat. Not pot of Venipede. Okay. I'm gonna catch it, charges. Short again. I need to fix the brakes or something. Hey, we caught Venipede. Let's go. We caught a lot of mines. Actually, I just realized I need to look because I also need to do some trades. I completely forgot about that. Or a trade. Now I have mines that I have double of. So while I'm doing my encounters, I can look at those. Those wonderful things. Hey, oh yeah, we got our mons. That Flareon's actually pretty good. Flame Wheel, Fire Pledge, Peck, Egg Bomb. Alright. So there's one. I can't remember what the other bonds were. That's him. Don't remember. I know we got Theon. I'll check that one, but I can't remember what the one before. I think it was Flareon was the second. And Fion. Not terrible, speed's bad, but it has Morning Sun, Great, Brine, Sparkling Aria, and Ice Fence. There's the Venipede for the part. Shoot. Fantastic HP, good attack. Oh, that ain't bad. What's it for, baby? Just noticed that my timer stopped, so I guess. There it is. Punkaboo. Trade. Which one do I sell? That one's not bad. This one, I just clicked on this one. Ooh, those are actually pretty good. This one has fantastic defense, or fantastic special defense, but horrible defense. This one has average, bad, fantastic speed. Double slap, Vine Whip, Lick, and Celerock. And Clear, Leafage, Bug Bite, Shadow Sneak. Which is better, the Rock move or the Bug move? I caught that one myself in my chat. Oh, cool. 6. I think that one's gonna be better. Well, I need some expertise. I know Helmav would tell me to keep the one with the better move, but I think they both have pretty decent moves. I think the thing that I don't like is the fact that this one has Lick. I don't like the move Lick. Even though it can paralyze, I would rather have something like Shadow Stink, which is a priority move. I think this is the one I'm gonna get rid of. So we're gonna trade. I'm gonna trade. And we are gonna get a minor. Got a minor. That is pretty bad. And now we get to wait another 3 hours before we can trade. Hooray. Hooray! see if we can get this. Crazy. All right. You don't get it. You don't get it. But anyway, so yeah, it's been interesting with the NBA Finals and everything going on. I'm not, my team's not in it, but I am a little partial to CP3. CP3 went to Western Side High School, which is a team that we play, we played against whenever I was in high school, and we still play against now. And he destroyed us every single time we played against him. Like he is just that good. He is that good. And you see that the series started off 2-0 for the Suns. Now it's tied up 2s because they figured out that if CP3 can't touch the ball, then they have the potential to win, because he's the one that he is the floor general. He has to be able to, even without the ball, command a double team. Because if he can do that, then that's going to make the team better, because that means there's somebody that's going to be open. That's the one thing that I think is going to hinder them as a team. If they can't make that happen, or if he can't make that happen, they're going to struggle, and they might lose the NBA Finals, honestly. But not that I know, anything or everything about, basketball, but that is the one thing that I've seen, because the Bucks are not that the Bucks aren't organized, but a lot of times they are trying to out athlete other teams. Like they don't scheme things up. They don't, there's not a lot of times they run true plays. They are basically just trying to get open and trying to get easy baskets. That's what the Bucks did. So, whenever they go up against a team that actually strategizes and actually runs plays, it definitely makes a difference. So to be able to figure that out, that Chris Paul is the floor leader, and if we can get the ball out of his hands, then he can't make it easy. Then that's a pretty good thing. Great thing is, I guess, for the Suns, is they have until Saturday to figure out what their game plan is going to be to finish this out. Bad thing is, Suns have until Saturday to figure everything out, which gives the Bucks even more time to figure out, okay, what can we do to make sure that CP3 does not get the ball in his hands, because they can't keep doing the same thing over and over. That's the thing. Like with strategic teams like the Suns, they're going to find a way for CP3 to get the ball. They're going to find a way to make things work for them. I don't know if the Bucks will be able to combat that, depending on what strategy the Suns use. Right? Because it took them 2 games to be able to figure it out. Now, is it going to take them 2 more games? Because if it does, that means that they're going to be out, because it's best of 4. or best of 7 was. Um, so they got to figure it out. Figure it out. You know, they have to figure it out to the first game. So, what is going on, Julia? How are you doing? I hope that you are doing well. We are doing some wonderful shiny hunting. We are trying to find the shiny Regiello key, which we are not having very much luck with. So we are doing that. If you are in my Twitch chat, there's a tempo in chat, so you can try to catch it. I think tempo. I have not caught on so much. Okay. But I hope that you're doing well. We are just hanging out, having a good time. I'm probably not going to go much longer tonight. I'm actually probably going to get to 6,200 and then possibly do a Dynamax adventure after that. And then probably call it a night. But I do appreciate you coming in. I do appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. It's great to see people from YouTube. I don't usually have a lot of people come in from YouTube, but it's great to see you come in, and I greatly appreciate it. So we were just talking about basketball, about NBA Finals, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I am hoping that I can get this Regiello key very, very soon. Hopefully it doesn't go too far over, but I don't know. I just don't know what is going to happen with this Regiello key. There are some people that I know that got to the 10,000. There's one person that I've seen get into the 20,000s. That's probably the highest that I've seen, but you never know what could happen. It kind of scares me a little bit because you don't know what could happen, especially with this RNG. It's a real thing, and it's a scary thing to think that some random number out there, and it gets switched. You got to figure out what that number is. I wish I was a mind reader of computers to be able to figure it out. But I'm not. Such a sad thing. Such a sad thing. Oops, sorry. It is so hot in my house. I'm trying to keep the doors like. I probably shouldn't. Probably should just try to close my door and try to keep all the cool air in. But there ain't much cool air. It's all actually getting trapped behind the bed, which kind of sucks. But it feels great when I go to sleep because I can pull the pillow back and there's a little crack and I can feel all the cool air just coming up through there. So it's great whenever I'm sleeping. Not so great whenever I'm, moving around the room. So, gotta figure out what's best. Do I want to be comfortable in the room or just comfortable when I sleep? That's a great question. I do a lot of sweating whenever I sleep. So I guess cool while I'm sleeping is probably the best option for me. Because I do not like being hot. Do not. It is probably one of the worst things that can ever happen to an individual is getting hot. I like I tell people all the time, I would rather be cold than hot. I would rather have cold weather and bundle up than warm weather and not be able to take off all of my clothes. And I know that sounds weird and probably inappropriate, but you cannot take off all of your clothes in public, right? That is public nudity, and you should never do that. But whenever it's hot, that's what I want to do. So I feel like is the right thing to do. So that's why I don't like when it's hot. It's like I can't take off all my clothes. There's only a certain amount of clothes that you can actually take off when you're outside. Like, but whenever you're cold, you can put on layers upon layers upon layers upon layers, and you can get back warm. But I can't get cool enough whenever it's hot. Like, I just can't. Like, I have to be in air conditioner. I have to have something. And I know you're thinking, but you're a football coach. You have to be outside. Yes. When I coach, I'm fine because I'm actually doing something. But if I'm just standing outside, or if I'm in, a room and I'm just sweating and I'm not doing anything, I get very upset. Same thing that happens whenever I sleep. If I sleep and I get hot, oh my gosh. Like I get really, really irritated and I can't sleep. I will wake up and I will be upset and I can't go back to sleep because I'm hot and I'm sweating. So that's why I always say you can put on more clothes than you can take off. That is my motto. Put on more clothes than you can take off. You can put on as many clothes as you want to keep yourself warm in cold weather. But you can't take off as many clothes as you want to be cool in hot weather. It's not possible. That's it. That's like an oxymoron. You can't do it. It's impossible. Impossible. All right, so we have one more encounter. One more encounter, and then we will do one DA and finish out this stream. So I am excited. Let's see if we can get this wonderful Pokemon at 6,200 encounters. Yes. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did not get the shiny this time. But that's okay. You want to know why it's okay? It is because we are about to make the best of a not so delightful situation. What we're about to do is we're about to do one random hunt, which is my Articuno hunt. We're about to go and do one hunt for this to see if we can get a shiny. I'm not even saying get the shiny Articuno. I'm not. You wanna know why I'm not? Because I don't care at this point. I've said this every time that I've streamed. And I mean this thing. I mean it. I mean it to my core. If you look at my, make sure I pointed to the right thing. If you look up top, okay, above Articuno, you'll see that beautiful shiny Squirtle, right? You see that beautiful shiny Squirtle. That beautiful shiny Squirtle has been on my screen since the end of March. It's actually the middle of March. It was March 19th. I already have a. I don't know why you want to give me that. And so I'm trying my darndest to get that to get that Squirtle off of my screen. But I have to get a shiny on screen for that to happen. Like, I can't just take it off, because that would just be downright wrong. Because he was my last shiny. He's my latest shiny. And I know people are like, well, you've gotten shinies off stream. I have gotten shinies off stream. But I still can't take them off, even if I got shinies off stream. Like, the only ones that will go on here are the shinies that I catch on stream the entire time, no matter what. Like any that I get off stream, I just got them. Yay, I got them. So what? But I need to catch it off stream so that I can catch it on stream so I can change that. Change my encounters and everything. I will do it. But I gotta catch it on stream. I know that sounds like tedious and a pain in the rear end, but that's just how I roll. That's what I do. I like it to be that way. I like it a specific way. I know this is not one of those things that I really need to keep it a specific way, but I am. I'm going to. No matter what. And we are going to G-Max. G-Max this wonderful, wonderful Kingler. And we are going to hopefully destroy the Sudo. And I'm hoping, like, I'm one of those people that I'm not a fan of the NPCs, but I play with the NPCs because sometimes it's better to do that. But I'm hoping that these NPCs don't do anything like drastically, I'm just gonna say drastically dumb. Should I give me that break? But, because they are, for some reason, some of the dumbest. Like, I want somebody to take this Suruda because he has rock moves. I hope they don't use all the rock moves because that means that I will not be able to do everything I need, right? They won't be able to do everything that they, need to do. But also, I hope whoever takes Suruda doesn't take the next mod because we need to make sure that we're distributing them out. Because if you go in there with a Gloom, you're going to die. No offense, but you are going to die. Articuno will eat that thing alive. Why did you curse? Oh. Whoever has Mimikyu, I hope takes this. Catch. Yep, I just realized. Why didn't somebody tell me my mic was going crazy? 7. Oh, you're gonna be ouch. Whoever has Gloom, I hope that oh no, I meant to hit water. It's fine. Whoever has Gloom does not need to take this mod. That was smart. It's fine though, it's fine.